Hello everyone, I am Jack and I'm back, and let me show you what I've been working on. So this back area, I used body filler to get it up to where the two sides matched as close as I could get it. And then I put on white gel coat with wax as a layer to smooth everything out. I'm not allowed to spray, so I used a chip brush. I have a good brush around here somewhere, but I don't know what I did with it. So it would take me an hour to go to the store and get a good brush and come back. So rather than do that, I just applied the gel coat with the chip brush. Then I came back and sanded it with 60 grit. And obviously I had some issues with it, and I don't want it to be black. I want it to be white. So what I did was I got some black gel coat with wax in it. It has to have wax so that the gel coat will cure correctly. I put it on here with that same chip brush, and let me show you. It came out rough, which is what I expected. I found out that if you go back and try to fix the gel coat, it causes issues, or at least it did when I was doing it in the mold. So I didn't want to take any chance on this. Next time I will probably smooth it out a little bit better, because it does take a while, even with 60 grit, to sand this down. But you can see that I sanded it down with 60 grit, which made this gray color. Well, I didn't want it to be gray, I want it to be black. So I came back with some 600 grit on the DA to see what that would do. And you can see with sufficient sanding, it got it smooth enough that I can see what the actual surface looks like. This is hard to tell what it really looks like. And so once I did that, you can see it leaves the pigtails from the 60 grit. Normally I would step it up to 600 grit, but I just wanted to do a quick, what have I got here? What I'm trying to do is get this surface smooth and with enough gloss that I can stand back and say, how well does that match? Maybe some of you can see without it. I need a little bit of gloss to see. The white, I couldn't tell at all. The black, the old black, I can tell a little bit, but with a gloss black, I'll be able to tell really well. I know it's going to need some work. You can see that there's some issues right here. In here, I really haven't tried to get these two sides to match yet. Again, I want a little more gloss over here. Same thing over here. This one smoothed out relatively well. This one still has some issues. And you can see where I sanded through the black to, there's the white gel coat underneath. Here's what it looks like with minimal or moderate amount, I guess, of sanding with the 60 grit. And so I've got, probably half a day worth of sanding just to get this down to the same level I have here. But you can see that the gel coat was thinner on this side, and it sanded through before it smoothed out. It came close, but it didn't quite make it. So I'm planning to put another coat, but I figure I'll sand this smooth and see what I've got. And because I used the waxed gel coat, it has to be sanded, because there's a coat of wax on top of this that has to come off if I want another layer to stick on it. My goal is I want kind of a semi-gloss black. So that's the other reason I did the 600 grit, is this is about the finish I want on the car. I don't want a gloss. So anyway, that's where I'm at now. So today I am going to sand the black gel coat to where it's as flat as I can get it. And then obviously sanding through is going to happen at certain areas. So then I'm trying to figure out, what do I do next? After I've got this to this point, what would you do next? I'm kind of thinking put on the black gel coat again, only use a roller this time. Now what I found out is you can't put it on very thick with a roller, because the roller just slides across the slick gel coat. And then I've got the fuzzy rollers, which work relatively well, but it definitely puts a surface texture all across it. I have some foam rollers, and that's what I'm planning on using. The issue with the foam rollers is the polyester fiberglass resin eats up the foam, but I've got enough of them that I'll use it until it starts disintegrating, and then I will switch. So it'll take probably a couple of rollers to get it to work. Anyway, that's where I'm at now. So I am going to sand until I'm tired of sanding, although it doesn't take very long. But luckily I've got a speaker, headphones, whatever. So I'll just I usually listen to a book. So I'll listen to a book and then I will get to work. All right, like, subscribe, hit the alert, hit the thanks if you want to donate. And if you don't know what I'm doing, you don't know Jack. Bye.